What's up, neighbor?
Welcome back to the Neighbors Pod.
We are your hosts. I'm Janina.
I'm Julia.
And I'm Haley.
Sorry.
Welcome to this week's episode. Today we're talking about Coachella. Haley, do you want to give the official rundown of our segment list-offs?
Well, I would just say, when we're recording this, it's day 0 of Coachella. When this goes up, the first weekend of Coachella will have happened, and the second weekend is coming.
Dang.
So we're just going to talk about the nostalgia of Coachella, Coachellas we wish we could have gone to based on their set list, the influence of fashion in Coachella, just basically everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just go down memory lane, because us as kids, we're obsessed with Coachella.
Oh, yeah.
Big time. I still want to go to Coachella.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we're on the East Coast, too.
Yeah.
And it's, like, very much in the West Coast. Like, it's my dream to just go and make a true weekend out of it and live it up. It looks like so much fun.
Would you camp, or would you do a hotel and shuttle in?
I love camping, so I feel like I would be camping.
I would be camping, too.
Like, you have to. Then you don't have to worry about rides. You can just get ready in your little tent, pack well, like, check a bag if you need to. I usually fly carry-on only, which is why I'm saying that. Like, I would definitely have to check a bag for that level of commitment, but that also sounds like such a fun experience, camping at Coachella versus glamping, per se, in a hotel. And then you have to drive forever in the hotel, from what I hear.
Yeah.
The Ubers are expensive. You lose service. You're constantly worrying about having charge or not to even call an Uber in the first place. Like, camping just sounds way more convenient.
Yeah.
And tons more fun.
I was just telling Julie about this before Janina got here, that because if you know me, you know I get anxious at concerts. But the idea of Coachella is different for me, because I too would like to camp there. And I feel like it's comforting knowing that you have a tent to go home to in case of an emergency. You don't have to wait for calling an Uber. And I've seen so many YouTube horror stories of Ubers not coming, Ubers canceling, people stealing their Ubers. Like, it just sounds like a horrible idea. So I think if I ever went to Coachella, I would have to camp on site.
Okay. That makes sense.
The Uber situation is so messy from what I hear. Specifically last year, it was awful.
Why? Just because of the same reasons, like people stealing them and everything?
People stealing them. If you're not prepared, your phone's dead. So you're, like, asking a stranger potentially if they can call you one. Like, what if they steal it? It's, like, all sorts of craziness. Like,
see, but then let's say you're rich and you're staying at a hotel, then you'll have a chauffeur or a driver.
You still have to wait in lines, though. There's still a line of cars entering.
Yeah.
That's also like, if you're rich.
When I was looking back, thinking of Coachella, there was definitely two sides to YouTube. It was the campers and then the celebrities, the YouTubers. Yeah. They had their team getting them ready, their stylists.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to be a hater, but at the same time, that must be good. It has to be nice.
Yeah. If we're going to get into that, let's talk about it, because we know me. We know I'm an Emma Chamberlain stan. The first time Emma went to Coachella was with Dote. If you guys remember Dote.
Nope.
It was like Dote? A shopping app. It was basically...
Was it like the OG Temu and Wish?
It was like Wanello. Do you remember that?
No.
Guys.
I remember Wish.
I don't know what Wish is.
Wish is like a Temu, Shein.
It was the OG Wish.
But it was like an influencer shopping platform. It was basically before Linktree existed, there was Dote.
Okay.
Interesting.
So Dote doesn't exist anymore, but Dote hosted this brand trip of like all the mega influencers of the 2018 era. So like Summer McKeen, Emma Chamberlain, Ellie Thuman, Hannah Meloche, everybody was there. And that was the first time that Emma went to Coachella.
Was she in a hotel?
They rented a home. So Dote was the original brand trip. They were the first brand to do influencer trips.
Okay.
And their big event was Coachella. So they rented a house in Palm Springs. They threw like 20 girls in this mansion. There's like a lawn, there's tennis courts. Like, the house was huge, and they were chauffeuring these girls back and forth to Coachella. And this is when like the hair and makeup started, and the outfits for Coachella, and the pack with me and prep with me for Coachella started. So it was just a crazy, crazy time. But I think this is the first year, 2018, was like when brands started realizing, oh, we can bring influencers into this, and it's no longer about enjoying the music. It's more like this is a social endeavor.
Yeah.
That's when it started to be heavily monetized, I feel, too.
Yeah.
And it really did become less about the music and more about the fashion and who was there, the brands that were there, what they were sponsoring, what brands were sponsoring who.
Mm-hmm. But I also cared less about Coachella before this started, so I feel like it worked. Because what do I care about?
I feel like it's the opposite for me, that I used to enjoy Coachella back then compared to now, because now I'm like, everyone's there, like, it's just taking pictures.
It feels more like a fashion show and a mega brand deal, and there happens to be the occasional concert that's really good.
Well, yeah. I didn't like that the girls would be, like, focusing more on getting their pictures than actually, like, running and seeing the people that are performing. But I think the positive of this is that we got to see more of the festival, because a lot of people that were going before weren't recording. So for us on the East Coast, we couldn't see much. But now I feel like we have such a clear insight into what it was like. But we only know what it's like to be a celebrity there at this point.
That's true.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I agree with Julia that I'm starting to enjoy it a little bit less because it's not so much about the music anymore. And I feel like it used to be, like, the musical performance of the year. Like, everyone really cared about Coachella. It's also the first musical festival of the summer, like, the spring, summertime. So it kicks everything off. I feel like it sets the tone. If you have a good Coachella, everything else is going to be good after. And Coachella's got a wide variety of music that is performed and played there, whereas the other ones, I feel like, are more niche. Like, there's one festival that's more so, like, for EDM and rave. And then Governor's Ball, I feel like, is, like, way more pop focus. Like, Coachella's got a good balance of everything.
Yeah, they have a mix of every genre.
That's true.
But now it just feels... last year, all I remember is the Revolve brand trip. And
Revolve ruined Coachella.
that's what I'm saying. Like...
Do you remember?
It just takes one.
They had a personal, just for the Revolve girls, they had a personal Justin Bieber Post Malone concert. The girls weren't even on festival grounds because Coachella denied Revolve access.
What?
Like, Revolve couldn't get all the girls' tickets that they invited. So Revolve threw their own Revolve
Coachella.
Fest or something.
Oh my God.
And they had Justin Bieber and Post Malone perform.
What I would do to be there also for that, but that's like that also
what's
ruins
the point in being in Coachella in Indigo, California, whatever it's called?
Yeah,
if you're not like actually
if you're not
there,
at Coachella,
better fix it somehow.
I gotta look up what they called it because it's actually bothering me now.
That's like when do you remember Yale admitted too many freshmen that they could dorm? And they had them all in like a mass room.
oh my
You're
God.
still at Yale, but not really.
Revolve Festival, that's what it was called.
Okay.
Wow.
Revolve Festival versus Coachella. The lineups, the stars, and breaking down.
The fact that they could pull that together, though.
Literally full stages. Daunt Oliver. It's ridiculous. I think Revolve ruined Coachella.
Well, are they still sending people now?
I'm sure they're doing it this year.
See, but if a brand's gonna send people to Coachella, why can't they send people like us that genuinely just want to experience it? Versus
Because we're not bringing anything.
We're not bringing them money.
Yeah.
They should do it out of the kindness of their heart.
They would never.
I know. Or one day we will be relevant enough and we'll be sent to Coachella.
Next year.
Yeah.
Screw all the normal people that still don't get to go.
East Coast girlies that haven't gone to Coachella yet will give you the ultimate Coachella vlog that you've been waiting for.
So today Janina was watching a little documentary about the history of Coachella.
Ooh.
Do you want to share anything fun from that?
I would just watch the documentary on YouTube. It's like an hour and 40 minutes or so. It's like a full-length movie. Just YouTube on the Coachella page. And they cover the last 20 years of Coachella from start to finish. And it is so insightful. It's been interesting to see how many musical artists have actually performed at Coachella. I didn't really know about this when I was like super little. I found out about Coachella when I was in high school. So 2012 specifically. And it had already been going on for 10 years or so at that point. So there was so much that I didn't know that I just found out today. And it was really cool to see the history behind it and how it's come to be. Like, it just came to be because Ticketmaster basically was just charging too much for, I forget the band. And they were like looking for venues and they got inspired by rave, having warehouses. Then there was the open field in Coachella Valley. And
wait, was this made by Coachella?
Yeah.
So do they touch on like the problems that people mention with Coachella?
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
It's all positive.
Interesting.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
And it only was up to 2019, so I feel like the media more recent in the last 5 years have gotten more vocal about it.
That's true.
I wonder if they'll do like a 25-year update.
Definitely not.
No. We'll have to wait until the 30th.
Yeah.
But I would definitely go check that out. You'll learn a lot about the history of Coachella and how it came to be. And it was really like, as a music lover myself, it was so interesting to learn about the history of like the iconic music festival that happens each year. And
I liked that they mentioned that, because I know there was an example with Madonna performing. Again, who knew that Madonna performed at Coachella? Not me. That maybe you're a Madonna fan, but you were never going to buy tickets to see her, but you just happen to have tickets to Coachella and you hear her, so then you get to see her. Yeah. Like, common sense, it's a festival, but that is a bonus because you're only buying one ticket and you get to see people that either you never heard of and you begin to love, or people that you know you like and just never got the chance to see them.
Or that's a good family outing for like families that like music. I would go with my mom.
All the drugs there, Janina?
No, I like the idea of it,
doing
but
drugs with them.
It seems a little overwhelming.
I would not bring my family to Coachella.
My mom would appreciate Madonna and I'd appreciate Harry Styles. Yeah. Like two different sets of people, but at least we can be at the same thing, experiencing it together, because we both love concerts.
I wonder how many kids are there.
What do you mean? Hopefully not.
If like people bring kids there.
Oh God, I hope not.
Yeah, right?
I don't think that's allowed, really.
I wonder.
There should be a minimum age. Yeah. But I also learned from that documentary that Amy Winehouse performed there back in the day. Damn. And I never knew.
It's definitely a pivotal... If you can make it into Coachella, that's a pivotal moment in your career.
Yeah, you're still doing stuff if you get invited.
Yeah.
I remember I saw maybe 2016. Lizzo was... Not 2016. Whatever year it was. Long back, but not that far back. God, I can't fucking speak. Lizzo was in small print. And... even that is just crazy because obviously she's huge now. Billie Eilish was in small print a few years ago.
I remember Billie Eilish in small print. Yeah. And being like, the disrespect. Wait until she blows up. Look at her now.
She blew up.
She's going for the GOAT. Or the GOT. The Emmett?
I don't remember.
The EGOT?
The EGOT!
The GOAT? The you know the vibe?
Me and acronyms.
Tell your story.
Oh God. Okay. So I was today years old when I found out what YKTV stands for, and it just kind of clicked in my head. I was looking at my friend's Instagram story, and it was her and her boyfriend celebrating annual passes, and they were at one of the parks, and it just says that, and I was like, okay, I was like, what the hell does TV stand for? And I was just thinking, and I was like, okay, well, if you know, you know. And I was like, the vibe? No. And then I was like, oh my God, it is! You know the vibe. So I was today years old when I found out that YKTV is you know the vibe.
We should just have a segment quizzing Janina on acronyms.
Yeah.
Oh God. Another one that I'm really bad at is logos.
Oh, I'm really good at logos.
Yeah, I remember drive. Oh, can we tell the other story real quick from the bus ride? Do you want to tell it? Okay, so Haley and I were taking the bus home the other day, and we were on the New Jersey Turnpike, and we're passing by the Aloft hotels in Secaucus, and guess whose tour bus we see?
Olivia Rodrigo.
Forgot the World Tour bus. I'm so jealous.
Was it a good looking bus?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
caught
Olivia.
My eye.
Ooh, I've never wanted tickets to a show more badly.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I would want tickets to Harry Queen, but it was also COVID, so I don't.
You're always defending yourself to Harry Styles.
I know. But like that one too.
But this era right now.
Yeah, Olivia. Guts. Anyways, back to Coachella.
Back to Coachella.
So we're gonna get into the Coachella sets that we wish we were at, since we obviously have not been, and there's been so many artists that, have made up their way. So for me, I said 2019. Did you say 2019?
I did. But we're going to have different reasons, probably.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, personally, Tame Impala, 1975 were there, Childish Gambino, Kid Cudi, Casey Musgraves, Billie Eilish. I listed a lot, but those are definitely ones that I would have enjoyed to see. Also, 2019, I say this all the time, was a great year, I think.
That was such a good year.
You graduated high school.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That was a good year. And the music was so good that year.
Ariana Grande and the 1975 are on that set list, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good lineup. Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
Khalid.
there's really so many good ones.
Khalid just sounds like senior year of high school to me. So that was so good.
That's a solid set list. Kid
It's
Cudi,
so
Weezer,
good.
J Balvin.
Mac DeMarco.
I saw that and I was like,
Wow.
Kaylee gotta be seeing this one.
I feel like the
Yeah.
one I picked kind of sucks in comparison.
Also, Casey Musgraves. But also, though, my second runner-up is 2011 Setlist.
Ooh.
Because Kanye West and The Strokes were the headliners.
Oh, I saw that one.
I didn't know Kanye West had headlined Coachella till watching the documentary.
Well, no, that year it was when he wasn't a headliner.
But
The year in the documentary. So he's been to Coachella at least 2 times.
Okay.
Still, I didn't even know that he was, like, I don't know, I guess I should have assumed because he's one of the legends at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Like, I was today years old when I found out Kanye West performed at Coachella, and I was like, wow, that must have been good.
Also in 2011 was CeeLo Green. The Black Keys. Kings of Leon. Who was the other one? Neon Trees.
There's a lot of good ones.
2011's year was really good.
Dang, who's there?
Someone out there.
We'll pull up the vlog. My top Coachella that I would definitely love to go to, I'm sure all the people can guess it. It was definitely 2022 with Harry Styles being the headliner.
Yeah.
And he performed the 2 new songs from Harry's House that were unreleased.
Oh.
Yeah. Boyfriends and Late Night Talking.
Okay.
Yep. Oh my God. That was so fun. Those are still... Late Night Talking is one of my favorite songs from Harry's House. And so I was so excited to hear it when it had first dropped.
I just realized when I was looking at this that Wallows was at 2022.
Oh.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah, I'll read a few other people. Billie Eilish, I definitely would have loved to have seen her as well. I've been a fan of her since the beginning. Megan Thee Stallion, 21 Savage. I've been loving his new song, Red Bomb. Oh my God. Low-key, I could definitely go to a 21 Savage concert. I would have a good time. I have to listen to more, but oh my God, Conan Gray was also 2022. Loving both of his albums. Brockhampton, loved them.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Doja Cat.
Wow, this was a good list.
Yeah.
Also, Big Sean, Phoebe Bridgers, Daniel Caesar, and Lil Baby. I think 2022 is way better than last year's.
Yeah.
Can I say that? Yeah, I'm saying it.
Yeah. 2022, pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I'd pick that one because Harry Styles. But also round table wise, it is still pretty solid overall. The Weeknd.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I wonder, last year's was 2023, was Bad Bunny the headliner. I wonder if he was already dating Kendall. Is that when that started?
Yeah.
That's when they came out?
I don't think they're dating anymore, but that's when that started.
No, she's back with
The
Booker?
basketball player?
Yeah.
I peeped that.
I feel like their end game, low key, they just don't want to accept it right now. They keep going back to each other.
Meh.
Or maybe they're bored and it's
Maybe.
convenient. I don't know.
That was real.
Oh, God.
My nostalgic Coachella pick is 2012. That's when I first found out about it, like I mentioned earlier. But the set list is the Black Keys, Swedish House Mafia, Arctic Monkeys,
Ooh.
Radiohead, David Guetta, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Come on now. Are you kidding me? Avicii? Also, are you kidding me? The
Feel my
Weeknd.
way through the dark.
And the Weeknd
He
is
died,
like in the
right?
third line.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so sad. Calvin Harris.
I can't make that mistake again.
Lots of good people. That's a solid set list too.
I love that they mix in EDM with pop, with R&B, with everything.
It's
Yeah.
a little melting pot of everything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It could be a good family outing because everyone gets a little bit of like their music. It's
We're just
most
missing
likely
some
them.
country stars there.
That's true.
Casey Musgraves is like a dip into country, but
I've been really liking her career going off lately. I first saw her when she opened for Harry Styles in 2017.
Emma was at that show.
Aww.
Oh, a Radio
I didn't
City?
know that.
A Radio City?
Was it? It must have
Yeah.
been. Yeah, it must have been that one, right? Wow, I didn't know that. You guys were connected.
So yeah, seeing her like go off lately in her career, I'm like, oh my God, I've already seen you live. That's so cool.
Yeah. Her Star-Crossed album, I like that one.
Okay, now should we do the 2024 reaction? Okay, so day one, the headliner is Lana Del Rey.
That's
Pretty
fire.
iconic. pretty good.
I'm glad that she is headlining because I think she deserves it.
Yeah.
Lana Del Rey has like been popping off lately. That is all I see online.
Yeah,
like,
there's
okay,
a lot.
Lana fans, go off.
The only people I know like under her for Friday, Lil Uzi Vert, Suki Waterhouse.
I don't know, but Sabrina
Gotta get that mix
Carpenter
in.
definitely should have been online too. She's like the pop princess right now.
Yeah.
So fun.
She should have been bigger. I couldn't even see her.
That's what I'm saying. She deserves to be in the second line with a big font, not in the third line with the tiny little font.
I saw her pretty soon though. Peso Pluma is definitely gonna be bigger than that, like bigger than her name. Deftones, hell yeah. Faye Webster, did you mention that one?
Ooh, Tyla.
And Tinashe.
Tinashe.
Did she sing Tuan?
I think so.
Yeah.
Coi Leray is on that, but not the first weekend. I think she's in the third weekend, I want to say. Everyone, Coi Leray showed up to our high school. You don't remember?
No, I remember when
she was literally in the parking lot. I don't know why. I think she was promoting something, and since she's from the area, yeah, that was interesting. I was like, okay.
Day 2 headliner is Tyler the Creator.
I'm excited for Ice Spice. She's fun.
I haven't been hearing much about her.
She's okay, but she's fun.
Yeah, she is.
Sublime.
I don't really know the rest of anyone.
John Batiste and Grimes.
He's fun.
Is Elon Musk gonna be there?
Oh my god. Who's watching their kids?
This day's kind of boring.
Yeah, there's not that much. Maybe they... who else is in there?
Okay, but day 3 has a fire list.
Yeah, day 3's good.
Doja Cat, J Balvin, Renee Rapp, BB Rexha. Oh, love her. I would... Lil Yachty, DJ Snake. Oh, I would love to go there. And Victoria Monet.
Is DJ Snake in the song All My Friends? I think he is.
Yeah.
Great
and I was going to say,
song.
John Summit, like, performances and setups are crazy.
Ooh, is he the one that always has, like, a lot of people on stage? Oh, maybe that's John Batiste.
I don't know off the top of my head.
I love when musical artists incorporate the background into, like, the song and the performance. Like, capture the energy or, like, just the graphics fit the vibe. Like, when Ariana Grande did for We Can't Be Friends on SNL. I loved that.
Oh. So that's this year's, but I still stand by 2018. Was it 2018 or 2019? 2019's.
It's a great one.
Setlist was the best.
I stand by 2022.
Which year was Frank Ocean? Was that last year?
Last year.
Can we just talk about the ridiculousness of that?
Yeah.
I feel terrible.
So upset. Yeah.
I feel terrible about the situation, but at the same time, why perform?
Why sign up? Why say yes?
Yeah. I was watching that through a Twitter live stream. I was like, yo, this is about to be crazy. I haven't seen it forever. And I'm like, what am I watching right now?
So sad.
Yeah.
That would be, like, imagine us flying to California to see that one headliner.
I'd be devastated.
Then I guess you cannot go to Coachella if that's your goal.
Yeah.
To see one person.
You have to go for the energy and the aesthetic.
The experience.
Yeah.
For the outfit.
For the
fashion show.
Yeah. Let's talk about fashion.
Okay.
I have opinions. I feel like the It Girl used to be Vanessa Hudgens. And it was very bohemian desert princess vibes. And then it became the Kylie Jenner with like that edgy streetwear fashion.
Gothic almost.
Yeah. And now lately, the last like 2 to 3 years specifically, it's Hailey Bieber with the clean girl aesthetic.
Yeah.
I'm like, I miss the days of the boho fashion. I feel like that fit the Coachella vibe the most.
I do too.
And also in between the Kylie and the Hailey of it, there was the tween girl, colorful, Fjallraven Kanken aesthetic.
And then the influencer fashion show challenge of basically how little clothing can I wear, but how can I strap this clothing around me strategically enough to make it look cool. Yes, I'm referencing James Charles outfits.
I was just going to say, you're talking about James Charles. His entire ass was out. You remember that? That was hilarious.
What the hell was that?
Okay, but this is the one thing. I think it's cool to be able to wear fun things that you wouldn't normally wear. And And so I appreciate that. Although, I mean, that's why you shouldn't bring your kids.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Unless you want to see ass.
Well, I agree with that, but seeing ass like that? Oh my God. Like, that's crazy.
And all the dust that goes on there. Like, you don't want to be bare.
Right?
That's crazy.
In the desert.
First of all, you're going to get sunburnt on your ass, and you sit on that.
The second the sun sets, too.
You're going to be freezing. Like, where's the I'm all for the bold fashion choices, but where's the practicality behind it? It's all day.
James was a celebrity, so he was getting chauffeured everywhere.
True.
And he had the AC during the day. And probably
100%. He was just taking up brand deals midday.
And maybe he changed. He could have.
Yeah, it was probably just for social, but we'll never know because we weren't there.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm pretty sure there's videos of him walking around on that day.
I remember seeing some of those vlogs at that point.
I remember being upset, though, when the whole Coachella thing became... these are my Coachella outfits. Because, like, on YouTube especially, that was the whole thing. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm excited to see X, Y, and Z. It was, this is my outfit for day one. This is my outfit for day two.
It just became a fashion show.
Yeah.
And it became less about the music. I'm here for the cool outfits, though. I will say. If it's a cool, nice, thought-out, well-executed outfit, I'm here for it. Like, Emma Chamberlain's Coachella outfits, I feel like, have still been tasteful. They're fun. They're a little bit daring.
Emma Chamberlain owns Coachella.
Yeah.
In my heart of hearts.
And last year, or the year before, on day 3, she just showed up in, like, sweat shorts and a tank top.
Because she was there for the
Coachella
music.
Too.
Please.
But the fact that she did
defender.
No, I loved that. She did the crazy outfit, like in the middle outfit, and then she did the I'm here to just chill and enjoy today's music.
Wait, you know what this reminds me of? This is like
the
fan fictions where it's the girl at the concert reading a book with her hair swept up into a bunch. She's like,
I'm not like other girls. I don't care about my outfit. So I just can't imagine how draining it would be to actually be there.
Standing up for that long.
Yeah. And there's like a Coachella cough apparently that goes around because everyone's inhaling so much dust. And also you're surrounded by millions of strangers.
Yeah.
The bathroom situation is pretty rough. Getting drinks there is pretty rough.
Getting food, getting showers.
Yeah.
My wax lady said that it was really expensive. How the drinks were super expensive, the food, but you had no choice because it was all that was there.
Yeah.
Unless you have your tent and you packed some snacks.
Yeah, that's true. I remember seeing videos of people who were camping and having to get ready. They had to do it so early to get there to wash up for the day before everyone else did. Stuff like that.
Apparently you have to shower at like midnight or 3 a.m. in order for it to not be a line.
It's wild.
And there's Reddit pages about like secrets of Coachella. I have 2 thoughts here. 1, there's secret bougie restaurants in Coachella.
I found out about that today, too.
Yeah. There's secret restaurants. There's like a 17-course omakase restaurant that it's like $300 per person and it sells out. So people that are going are booking it. There's like a 5-star 4-course meal that you also have to reserve. Like there's an elite section of people that go there and have a totally different experience.
That's the celebrities of the world. Let's be real. When you're at that status too, that's like your personal Coachella restaurant then. Like only Kardashian level people are probably there.
They're just going to be there. Or they're going like for the producers or people who are funding it.
They're going for the privacy of it and the actual good service that you get. They don't care about the price. Like to us, that's astronomical.
That's crazy.
To them, that's like $20 probably.
God, that's nuts. Also, the resale of Coachella tickets is insane because if you're buying it straight from the source, it's like $300, maybe $150 to $300 for parking based on, what kind of level you book. But resellers of Coachella tickets charge thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Thousands. It's insane.
Are tickets sold through Ticketmaster?
Yeah.
Yeah. That blows.
Thousands of dollars, which is ironic because they started because they didn't like Ticketmaster. Sell out.
I just like to hope it actually got better. Ticketmaster also doesn't have a monopoly anymore.
Yeah.
There's StubHub. What is it? SeatGeek.
Yeah, but those are resells.
Yeah, Ticketmaster's the source.
Yeah.
They're the original price.
Oh.
But Julie and I were abroad last summer, and we met some high-up guy from Ticketmaster, and he was like, don't be mad at the company. It's not our fault. And no, we can't get you Taylor Swift tickets.
Like, obviously some Joe Schmo is not having to do with that. But it's still insane that they can do that with prices. Oh my gosh. We used to talk about this all the time when I used to go to Pace, because obviously that was kind of that realm.
Yeah.
But it's just insane.
Yeah. I would never
get into that.
I would never pay thousands of dollars for a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I would pay thousands of dollars for the experience of like flying there, staying there. I'd pay a couple thousand.
In total, yes. Yeah. But just for the ticket alone and then to have to fork everything else on top of that?
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely
not.
But I really want to go. Like, I'm being a hater, but if the opportunity presented itself, I would so be there.
Yeah. No, I was already thinking about that earlier today. I was like, Coachella's also not too far before my birthday. So I've been thinking about actually saving up so I can do it within like the next few years.
Let's go next year.
My birthday gift. I don't know.
It's not going to be that long to save up for.
I know, but I just have to make sure I can actually do it.
Yeah.
And have like emergency money built up first too.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Who needs emergency money when you have Coachella?
I mean, I totally agree with that, but the logic side of me says, girl, you need emergency money. Like,
yeah.
You're an adult
you do.
now.
You do.
Yeah.
In 3 years, I would go.
That's
like within 3 years or 3 years from now?
Yeah, 3 years from now I would go.
I feel like 3 years from now I could easily speak to.
I just hope we don't get phased out of the music, because we know all of these pop artists because they're made for our demographic.
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to be new kids on the block in 4 years, 3 years.
Gotta stay up with them, I guess.
Yeah, think about how crazy the set list changed in the first 10 years.
Yeah.
I know, but I feel like I was able to still vibe with people from... Like, I'm still going to be listening to today's top hits on Spotify and finding the new person. Like, Olivia Rodrigo came up on the spot 4 years ago now at this point. I've listened to both her albums. I anticipate listening to the third when she's out. Should there be a new artist of her level, I would anticipate that I explore their music to the full extent.
That's true.
And not just... Like, I love music. I'm not going to not be listening to new music.
And it is the experience, I guess.
Yeah.
This reminded me, the podcast Good Influences... So I love Erin Gilfoy, and Carly is her best friend. They're in a podcast called Only Friends. They're also in a podcast called Good Influences. But Erin's husband, TJ, he owns this company called Emo Night, and they performed at Coachella last year. They had a set list. Ooh. So basically they go on in the beginning of the show and they play like punk rock music, like Avril Lavigne, My Chemical Romance, Sum 41 at Coachella, and that part sounds really cool. Like, I would love to see all the smaller people at Coachella.
Yeah.
Because that's so fun.
Because you ever see those videos where it's just them performing and maybe 20 people standing outside? It's still a big accomplishment.
Also, if you really like it, like, how cool. You just found a new artist to go home and binge now.
Yeah.
And you're doing that live in person versus just finding them on Spotify and then giving them a listen or something.
Yeah.
Coachella, if you see this and want to send us, let us know. We're in.
We'll come for weekend too.
Yeah.
We'll be there in 2 days.
We'll come for next year too. We got you. And the year after that.
Revolve, if you're seeing this, we do not want to be invited.
Period.
Unless you have Justin Bieber again.
Nah, fly Justin Bieber out here. We are actual OG day ones. Fly him out for a private show over here.
To New Jersey?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be here.
Privacy. Yes, he does.
He has a house in Jersey.
Exactly. The house wasn't too far away either. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Call him an Uber, send him over. We'll have him. There's room on the couch. There's room on the couch. He'll be our guest.
That would be the most uncomfortable hour of my life, I think. I don't want to meet my idols. We know this about myself. Imagine.
I would love it.
Imagine Justin sitting next to you.
He could be fine. He'd fit fine on the couch.
He would fit fine.
I would still be like, oh my god, you're Justin Bieber. You're so cute. Would I be like, can I see your tattoos?
Oh, no.
What was your
Her Tumblr username? I was just saying that.
I had like too many bands. LOL, JK.
No. Has a...
Show the other one.
The first one?
Yeah.
We can just post that.
Janina has a bounty of... Why am I blanking on the platform?
Tumblr.
Janina has a bounty of Tumblr accounts, and I logged into my old Tumblr account, and it just so happens that, of course, I was following one of Janina's accounts. So then I sent her the screenshots.
That one is still active?
Yeah, they're all active. Tumblr doesn't deactivate.
I couldn't find the email.
Yeah, that's how I sent you the pictures of your profile.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still active.
I wonder, I don't even remember my username. If
I don't think I was following you. Anyway, Janina's one platform had crazy notes about Harry Styles for being, 11, 12 years old?
Yeah, when I started that, yeah.
I wasn't thinking that way when I was 11 years old.
It's the fan fiction, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I never read fanfic.
It's
You
crazy.
grow up pretty fast when you do that. It's a crash course.
You had no supervision online either.
No. Parents didn't even know.
That's horrible.
I was just running a blog.
That's what scares me about, like, having a kid. How do you control them on the internet?
Well, you just have to know what they're doing.
How will you know? My parents did not know. I hid having an Instagram for ages because I wasn't allowed.
I just made it.
I know, I did too. But I'm just thinking, how could you prevent your child from getting into crazy stuff?
Well, you just have to instill certain values in them and hope that they would trust.
And if something goes terribly wrong, that you have that trust and relationship that they come to you.
Yeah.
Should anything bad have happened, I definitely would have went to my parents, but I was definitely decently smart enough. Also, I was just way too concerned about One Direction to actually care about anything else. Let's be so real here. I was only on Instagram for that, and to make fans or to make friends and interact with other One Direction fans. I was not watching like lifestyle influencers when I was 12. If anything, I was watching the random Fred video.
Fred!
What's he up to?
I don't know.
Let's have Fred as a guest.
Fred? Your calendar open?
That's more attainable, I guess.
I put on a Fred video the other day and I was like, how did I watch this?
Who knows?
What
it was
were our
insufferable
brains doing?
then.
Yeah, it was bad then. I remember
But it was still
being
funny.
bad.
It was still funny.
It was so odd that we just couldn't look away.
You know the one where he's like thrashing around in a mini tub in his yard? Remember that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then, do you guys remember the YouTube videos? I cannot remember this guy's name, but he always used to do
Computer
covers.
nerd?
Did he do covers?
Yeah.
Of songs with like, he had one about a baby doll.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what was it? Was
It's
it
like
Justin
that
Bieber?
computer nerd something. I'm
They
gonna
had
find it now.
a can in the music video.
I'm
It's just
gonna
a
find
baby doll. yeah. I think it was a baby cover.
Thank you for watching and listening to this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed our going down memory lane for Coachella. Let us know your thoughts using our submission form, or commenting down below on YouTube, or interacting with us on any of our social media. We are now on Threads, by the way.
Ooh.
So go check that out. We have definitely been sharing our random thoughts, and I will be sharing my Coachella thoughts as it's happening, or like reposting things.
Good idea.
And then so you can keep the conversation going that way too.
Yep. And we're going to pick back up with our Fred talk and nostalgia, and probably next week's episode. It comes up one way or another every week, so don't think we're done talking about Fred.
Give us a good rating.
And request any future topics down below. Alrighty. With that being said, have a great week. We'll see you next week, neighbor.
See ya.
Bye, neighbor.